So one of the things I like to do when I'm doing a private consultation with new puppy clients is to always test for possessiveness, because if they've learned it in the litter, then it will show up as early as 10, 11, 12 weeks. And if that's the case and we can catch it that early, then it's really easy to teach the dog that they don't need to be afraid that we're going to take something away. So I've got some of Frankie's food. I'm just going to take some of it out of his bowl. And then I want to give him the item. Come on over here, buddy. Make him sit. Frankie, sit. And when I let him chew on it, I'm not going to let him have it. I'm going to say, Frankie, out. And I'm going to take that treat right in front of his nose and then give the treat right back. Come on over here. Frankie, sit. So I'm going to let him chew. There you go. Sometimes they want the food more than the high-valued item. Frankie, out. Good boy, Frankie. So now Frankie's learning the word, and what out means, it means give it up out of his mouth. He gets something in return, and then we repeat the exercise. Frankie, out. Good boy. So one of the things I want to look for is once we've actually gotten him to give up the item on command, then I want to give it to the dog and then let him have it. And if he goes off and if he chews it right in front of you, that's a good sign, because that tells me he's not going to be possessive. If the puppy or the dog runs off underneath a chair or a table, that's a warning sign that basically that dog is going to be possessive of that item. If that's the case, we don't want to go in and reach under and try and grab that item, because that's where the dog might growl or snap. So we want to, if that does happen, grab some treats, maybe toss them on the ground, get the dog distracted to come out and get the treats, pick up that item, and then we're going to repeat this exercise all over again. If you do see any kind of warning signs like freezing or the dog's trying to protect the item, then we want to put a leash on the dog and have that as our safety line. So then we can repeat this exercise 10 times in a row. Then we give the dog the treat or the item, but we're going to hold on to that leash. So that's going to prevent the dog from going off underneath some sort of piece of furniture and trying to hide. If we can prevent them from going off and hiding, then we can teach the dog that even though we're in their presence, we're not going to take this item away. So then we can practice doing the taking the item away, giving them a treat, asking them to give the item up, taking it away, giving them a treat, giving them the item back. So there's lots of things coming towards the dog and not things being taken away. When we do actually have to remove this and we don't want to give it to the dog anymore, then let's say he's been chewing on it, I'm going to go ahead and give him that kibble, and I'm going to take this and put it away now. So that's actually the safest and easiest way to teach a dog not to be possessive and to retrain a dog out of possessiveness if that's in fact what you're starting to see. So remember, use positive reinforcement. We don't want to use punishment. We don't want to use force and intimidation. We don't want to treat aggression with aggression, because we're only going to get more aggression. So let's use positive reinforcement, getting the dog to learn and understand that we're not a threat, and to teach them the appropriate behavior.